Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing another episode of I Build Your Teams, a series where I build my viewers' teams into the best teams possible to compete in My Team Showdown, King of the Court, whatever else they might be playing. Before we hop into today's video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 60,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all just subscribe. Without further ado, let's get right into it. First team today comes in from Prime. He's got 15,000 MT, and that is it. In terms of sellable cards, he has Zach Levine, Bradley Beal. Not much else. I would sell Beal. You have Reeves. Just put him at your backup point guard for now, if you want. So here's my thought. We're looking at this team. Middleton's not horrible. OG's fine. I think you could use a small forward. I think you could use another big probably as well. But the good thing is you can get a free big and a 100 overall Robert Parrish. Have Shaq and Parrish as your bigs. Move Raynaud to the bench. Have like either Raynaud and Czar or like Zion and Raynaud. Something like that. And I think your bigs will be okay for now, honestly. And then you just play Reeves as your backup point guard for the time being. That's not going to hurt you either. Sell Bradley Beal to free up a little bit of MT at least. That's get you like around 50K or so. And then I guess, you could buy a small forward upgrade. The thing is, all the small forwards that you're going to really want are going to be a little more expensive. That being said, like even Dark Matter Sam Perkins, I think would be an upgrade for right now at the small forward position. Although you could obviously go out and try to get, save a little more MT and get like a Tyrus Thomas, for example, a small forward. I think that would be nice as well. Or even the Danny Ferries like that. Maybe slightly less expensive than Tyrus, still very good, a little better than a Perkins. I think you can get Ferry for a buyout as well. So those are kind of options as well. What I would do after getting Parrish in the festival is grind out Festival pieces and try to get like the 100 overall pack. Or if you want Drew Holiday at your point guard position, you could go out and get him. Maybe that Dark Matter LaFonso Ellis, for example, to play small forward. Something along those lines. Those are the types of guys that I'd personally be out here trying to get right now. And just save some MT in general. Grind the game a bit. Don't spend the MT. Save some MT up. See if you can eventually upgrade somewhere else. You got to save some MT though. But I think absolutely getting Parrish, maybe, and then working on getting a small forward, it's going to be one of your best bets. There's also that 100 overall pack, like I said, in the festival that I think can be good to save some pieces for, because potentially you get something good out of that. And obviously, as you grind your levels, you should like pretty soon you're going to be able to get a couple 100 overall packs and MJ as well. So you'll have MJ to replace Reeves and Levine in your point guard position. You'll have a couple 100 overall packs that could potentially upgrade your squad a bit. Like there are going to be other ways to upgrade your squad here in the pretty near future, I think. But for now, Parrish is probably the first upgrade to make because he's free and he's easy to get. The second team is much better for sure. Comes in from Guap. His team is ridiculous. Got 4 million MT coming in and 35 invincible pieces. Looks like pretty expensive squad here. May go Sean Bradley or get Jermaine and Dang. I would go Sean Bradley because here's the thing. If you go Sean Bradley, just slide KP to your 4. Your starting lineup is genuinely like ridiculous. Cooper Flag, T-Mac, Chet, KP, and Sean Bradley is legitimately a top tier starting lineup. One of the better ones in the game. And then off the bench, you still have Luka, MJ. You can sell KD, put Bosch at your backup 3, Ben Wallace at your backup 4, Dikembe at your backup 5, and you'll have 5 million MT. Which means at some point, if you want to, say, slide, I don't know, take MJ out of your lineup, or because Luka and MJ are both unsellable, you pick between those two. I think I like Luka more personally, but you could pick between one of those two guys eventually, and you could pick up another shooting guard at some point if a GOAT Larry Bird, for example, drops in price a little bit. Or you could potentially, like, I don't know if you have Yaxel. If you have Yaxel, which with a team like this, looks like you've spent a lot of money, I wouldn't be surprised if you still have Yaxel. I'd throw him in the lineup. I'd go Luka and Yaxel off the bench. Bosch at your backup 3. If you have Chet and Bosch at your small forwards, that's insane. Eventually, you're going to want to upgrade, I think, Dikembe. Dikembe's shot's just kind of gross. He's not a bad card by any means, but it wouldn't be hard to get a Zach Edey, you know what I mean? Also kind of a gross shot, but 7'5". I think that would be an upgrade if you want to spend a little bit empty. That's something you could consider. But realistically, the team is definitely very, very good. Like, there's no doubt about that whatsoever. And I think just adding, getting Bradley, rotating your lineup around, selling KD, you are going to be absolutely chilling. This team is nasty for sure. There's no doubt about that at all. Next team comes in from Seas Bleed. He says he wants to buy Tatum, but he's waiting for him to get cheaper on PlayStations. I'm assuming he's a Celtics fan, so that makes sense. At the same time, you're right. He's too expensive right now. I don't exactly know how much Tatum's going for. I know yesterday he was like 2.5 million MT, which is ridiculous. Let's check and see Tatum real quickly and see, has he gone down a bit? He's still pretty expensive. 2.2 million MT on PlayStation on average, and 2 mil on Xbox. Yeesh, he's not worth that much MT. Now, I do understand if you're a big Celtics fan, like, you want to get the card, and that does make sense to me. I will say, I can't believe this card's as expensive as he is still. If he's sellable, sell him expeditiously. And I think this team just needs to be reordered a little bit in general, because Boogie's not, I mean, I assume he's unsellable. He's not as good as Shaq is. So, Drew Holiday's nice. You have like 3 million MT, I think, in that second picture. So we have enough MT to make an upgrade to point guard position. I would go 100 overall Magic and 100 overall Drew Holiday as your point guards. At your shooting guard position, I would just buy 2 shooting guards. I would get Dale Ellis, I'd get Rick Barry. 2 super cheap, very, very solid shooting guards that upgrade your shooting guard position. That's going to cost you like 100K combined to get those 2 cards or so, maybe slightly more, but not much. So you buy Magic, you buy Drew Holiday and Dale Ellis, and then you have Drew Holiday, your backup point guard. Your 1s and your 2s are good. Your 3s can be Tom Chambers and Jalen Johnson for now. That's fine. Your 4s can be Shaq and DeMarcus Cousins for now. That's fine. If Wemby is sellable, sell him and buy Zach Edey. If he's not sellable, then don't sell him and play him as your backup center and just add a starting center. Or, I mean, you could also go like, and if you want to go cheap, I'd go Dark Matter Ryan Kalkbrenner. He's better than that Dark Matter Wemby is. I think you could go Kalkbrenner at the 5, Wemby at your backup 5. If Wemby is sellable, then you can go Edey and Kalkbrenner. You're probably going to want to save a good chunk of your MT, though, because, again, you want to get Tatum. So don't want to spend too much MT. So it just depends if Wemby's sellable or not. And then save that MT until Tatum reaches the point in which you feel like he's a reasonable buy. And at that point, you can buy him at shooting guard, sell one of Dale Ellis or Rick Barry, and you're good to go. That's kind of my thought process for how I would assemble this team, though, for the time being. Next squad is, where'd this team go? Oh, did I not pick a team on this one? Whoops, I didn't pick a team on these next 2. You know what? We'll do this team. Why not? Separate. He's got Magic, Jaden McDaniels, Evan Mobley, Shaq, Edey, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Rick Fox, Pau Gasol, Ben Wallace, and Kareem off the bench. I like this team. I would add Parrish. I think I would add Parrish probably for Kareem. That's my opinion using pieces. Your small forwards are great. I don't think those need to be touched at all. I think your bigs are great once you add Parrish as well, honestly. Kareem's not bad, but even with an animation breaker, I would rather have Parrish, and he's free. Your point guard position, I think Magic's a beast. Nickeil Alexander-Walker does a lot of things really well. His shot's phenomenal. He's got some good movement, too. And I mean, spectacular shot. But he is only 6'5". You could potentially look to upgrade there as well. Get like a Jason Richardson or a Zach LaVine or somebody like that, and I think that would still be fine. And then the same thing can kind of be said for the shooting guard position. Rick Fox is pretty good, but like there's some cheap upgrades, like for example, a Dale Ellis, that aren't a bad idea. I would also, with this type of a team, consider saving MT or saving pieces throughout this festival and seeing if you can get Jermaine O'Neal. I think if you add Jermaine O'Neal at the small forward position, it allows you to sell one of your small forwards. That would be nice. And I think he'd be a good like overall target to go for this festival. It depends how much you grind, I guess. But if you grind the festival enough, you should be able to get quite close to Jermaine O'Neal. So I would consider trying to get him as well for this squad as this festival progresses. I think that would be a good idea. Let's see. Scroll. Let's pick a random team here. We will pick a team near the bottom. This team doesn't look that great on the bench. 70,000 MT. All right, let's work with it. Devin Booker is sellable. Jaden McDaniels is sellable. Ibaka is sellable. Kalkbrenner is sellable, but we're not selling him. Ibaka you could sell. You're only level 9, so you're probably not going to get level 40. I assume you don't have Shaq from last season because he'd be in the lineup. Okay. I don't mind your 1 through 3. I don't love your bench. Your bench 1 through 3. You have Parrish, you have Kalkbrenner. Your 5s are good. Your 4s aren't bad, but it'd be nice to upgrade eventually if possibly. I would upgrade at backup shooting guard first and foremost, just because you can get a cheap upgrade. Somebody like a Dale Ellis or a Rick Barry, whoever's cheaper, over Franz Wagner is a no-brainer upgrade. You need another point guard, ideally somebody with some size. I think this is where saving a little bit of MT comes in to help you out potentially. Like maybe you go ahead and you get. If you could get like a Dark Matter Scotty Barnes, I think that would be really nice to have. Dark Matter Cade's just not very good. And then Braun is the one that I'm least concerned about because, well, he doesn't have a ton of SIGs. He still does play a lot of defense, and his no-dip shot's not bad. So having him on the wing's not like a liability by any means. This is a team where if you could grind leveling up, it would definitely help you out because as of right now, your flexibility is a little bit limited. If you could grind, like, for example, for Ben Wallace this season. That'd be a nice 4 upgrade. You could sell Serge Ibaka. If you can get MJ, for example, that frees up a lot of opportunities to your point guard position. If you have the time and the ability to grind out level 40 this season, I would absolutely recommend it, considering, again, you also get 100 overall packs and stuff in the grind. Like, it'd be nice to be able to get that stuff if at all possible. But then this final squad today comes in from MyTEAM CAD. He says he's got 2.4 million MT. He doesn't know what to do with it. Definitely a pretty solid squad here. He's got PG, Paulo, Shaq, Edie, and then KD, Chambers, Ben Wallace, and Wemby off the bench. Point guards, I don't love. I will say, you have an unsellable OG Anunoby. I don't know why you'd keep KD, honestly. KD's not that insane. I find it interesting that you're running Shea and Nikhil over MJ. My guess is you like to 3-hunt, which I understand. I will say this, 2.4 million MT. You have enough to get a point guard. I would swap, again, OG for KD, sell him as well. You're at like basically 3 million MT-ish or so after doing that. My next upgrade, number one, just buy Ryan Kalkbrenner over Wemby off the bench. He's just better and he's 50,000 MT. That's an easy upgrade. But beyond that, I would upgrade your point guard position. I would add 2 PGs. I'm assuming you love to 3-hunt. So I'm going to say Invincible Draymond Green at the starting point guard position, and then just run MJ off the bench. MJ is 6'6", Shea Escape, fine jumper, great slasher. He's still a very good card. I understand he's not everybody's favorite level 40, but I would sell Shea, I would sell Nikhil, I would sell KD, and I would buy Invincible Draymond to start. I'd run MJ off the bench. I think you're good to go at that point, in my opinion. And if you want to keep Nikhil or whatever, just have that fun, fast-release 3-hunter, then I guess you can go ahead and do that. But, yeah, that's my opinion, is add Kalkbrenner and then add Invincible Draymond's the guy, because he's just going to provide a lot more defense than in Dark Matter Shea or Nikhil are going to, while also still having that Shea Escape and an elite jumper and some versatility as a shot creator that I think is probably what you value based on what I see your point guards as currently being. So, with that being said, that's going to do it for today's episode. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back on more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.